Hi, I'm Angela Skurtu with St. Louis Marriage Therapy. You can find me at www.therapistintstlouis.com. And today, we're going to talk about cuddling. So, I have so many couples come in here and talk to me about how they like cuddling, but they struggle with it. And they want different ideas for how to cuddle in a way that works for both of them. So it's essentially a cuddle conflict. I know it may sound silly, but the reality is a lot of couples struggle with this. So the typical way that people think of cuddling is the head on the nook of the shoulder of somebody. And it can be the male against the female against the male. If you're in a same-sex partnership, the female and the female, the male and the male. Well, that is one way to cuddle. It's not the only way to cuddle. Let's talk about some of the struggles people have with cuddles for why I'm making this video. One of you runs hot and one of you runs cold. Okay, that's one of the struggles. So in a situation like that, we need new cuddle ideas. One way to cuddle is to be next to each other sideways, arm to arm, holding hands and draping one leg over the other leg. That's two people next to each other. A leg's draped and an arm's holding. That's a way to cuddle. You can both be on your backs. If somebody is cold, they get the blanket. If somebody's hot, they take a blanket off or push their blanket over to their other partner. So that's one cuddle strategy for the heat situation. Another cuddle strategy is the scissor cuddle. So you be on the couch, your heads are on the opposite ends of the couch, and you let your legs drape across each other. And you can also be rubbing each other's feet. So again, where most of your being too cold or too hot comes from is your torso. So in that cuddle position, the legs can be completely free of blankets, but the person who's cold can have a blanket over their torso up here, keeping them cuddled all the way up to their neck. So that's another cuddle situation. One of my favorite cuddles is actually something I call the motorcycle hug. So if you think of two people on a motorcycle, one person in front, one person behind. So that's your typical spooning position, but it's one person has got their head against the neck of the other person and you're holding each other like you're holding somebody on a motorcycle. I call it motorcycle because that's what it looks like when people are riding on their motorcycles. And again, so if one's the cold one should be on the inside spoon, and the warm person could be the outside of the spoon. And then of course there can be blankets wrapped around that person in the middle too if they need to be warmer. And so those are just a few cuddle positions. But basically what I want all my couples to understand is that there are plenty of ways to switch up the way they're cuddling so that you can enjoy cuddling so that both of you can get something out of it and it not be too big of a deal. But one of the things you have to do is communicate. Like another problem that some cuddlers have is in how comfortable they are physically with the kind of cuddling. And so I see this problem happening a lot when people don't talk to each other, when they kind of just get in that cuddle position and then hold. And instead of saying, hey, can we just adjust? Can we just move? They just stay there until it's too uncomfortable. And then they kind of like press out of the cuddle. Oh my God, it makes me laugh so hard. I'm always shocked at how little people talk sometimes. So anyhow, the strategy to that cuddle situation is to just say, hey, can we adjust? This is hurting my shoulder. Or hey, can we adjust this? Let's cuddle this way. This feels a little better for me. Can there be a little less shoulder action and a little more hand and leg action? Because think of all the things, like say you have chronic neck pain. Well, cuddling on someone's nook could be hurting your neck, right? So it may be, I can't cuddle like that, but I could cuddle on our backs with you kind of draped over me, for example. If one person is fine just draping over, one person could be completely flat on their back, and that other person can drape their arm around and be kind of sideways. And it's like you're the pillow that I would hold right now. Think of how you cuddle your pillows, right? The way you cuddle your pillows can be the same way that you cuddle each other, but you do have to communicate, hey, I have some chronic neck pain, or hey, I have some chronic back pain. I need to be on my back. I need to be on my side. All of those situations and switching things up makes it possible for you to enjoy cuddling in a different way. So anyhow, this has been Angela Skurtu with St. Louis Marriage Therapy. You can find me at www.therapistintstlouis.com. And these have been cuddle strategy for those in pain or the hot, cold people. And I'm sure there's more, but those were the ones I thought of. Thanks. Please subscribe.